Good day, everyone. Fellow seekers of health and vitality, thank you for being here today, not in a physical hall, but in a shared space of common concern and a collective desire for well-being. We are here to talk about a subject that is, for millions around the world, a source of quiet frustration, a nagging self-consciousness, and sometimes, genuine discomfort. We are here to talk about dandruff. That single word conjures up images of white flakes on dark shoulders, of incessant itching, and for many, a feeling of losing a battle against their own body. It is often dismissed as a mere cosmetic issue, a triviality. But I am here to tell you that if dandruff is affecting your life, it is not trivial. Your comfort, your confidence, and the health of your scalp are fundamental to your overall sense of self. The good news, the empowering news, is that for the vast majority of us, the keys to managing this condition are not found in expensive, complex clinical regimens, but in the profound wisdom and simplicity of our own homes. For too long, dandruff has been shrouded in misunderstanding. So, before we arm ourselves with solutions, we must first understand our adversary. What exactly is happening on our scalps? Dandruff, medically known as pityriasis simplex capillati, is essentially the accelerated shedding of dead skin cells from the scalp. Now, a certain amount of shedding is perfectly normal. Our skin is constantly renewing itself. The problem begins when this process goes into overdrive. The most common culprit, believe it or not, is a microscopic organism that, for the most part, lives peacefully on all our scalps. It's a yeast-like fungus called Malassezia globosa. For most people, this is a harmless commensal organism. But for some, the body can have an inflammatory reaction to the byproducts this fungus creates as it feeds on the natural oils, or sebum, on our scalp. This reaction causes the skin cells to multiply at an abnormally rapid rate and then shed in large, sticky clumps, those very flakes we see as dandruff. This specific, common form is known as seborrheic dermatitis of the scalp. But the story doesn't end there. Dandruff can be exacerbated, or even directly caused, by a host of other factors. Dry skin, often worse in the winter months, can cause smaller, less greasy flakes. Not shampooing enough can allow oil and skin cells to build up. Sensitivity to hair care products, known as contact dermatitis, can trigger a flaky, itchy scalp. Even factors like diet, stress, and hormonal changes can play a significant role. Understanding this is the first step to choosing the right remedy, because what works for a fungal-linked issue may not be as effective for one caused by simple dryness. So, let us now turn our kitchen pantries and our bathroom cabinets into our first line of defense. Let us explore the world of home treatments, not as old wives' tales, but as practical, time-tested, and often scientifically supported strategies for reclaiming the health of your scalp. We begin with perhaps the most celebrated natural antifungal and antibacterial agent in the world, tea tree oil. Derived from the leaves of the Melaleuca alternifolia tree native to Australia, tea tree oil has been used for centuries for its powerful medicinal properties. Studies have shown that a shampoo with just a 5% concentration of tea tree oil can significantly reduce the severity of dandruff, not only by directly combating the Malassezia fungus but also by soothing the inflammation and itching that accompanies it. However, a word of profound caution here, tea tree oil is potent. It should never, ever be applied directly to the scalp in its undiluted form, as it can cause severe irritation, redness, and even chemical burns. The correct way to use it is to add just a few drops, perhaps 10 to 12, into a single application of your regular, gentle shampoo. Mix it in your palm, then massage it thoroughly into your wet scalp, letting it sit for a good 5 minutes before rinsing. This allows the active compounds to work without causing harm. Next, we have coconut oil, a true panacea of the natural health world. Coconut oil is a triple threat when it comes to dandruff. First, it is an excellent moisturizer. If your dandruff is stemming from a dry scalp, massaging warm, virgin coconut oil into your scalp can provide immediate and deep relief from the tightness and flakiness. Second, coconut oil contains lauric acid, a medium-chain fatty acid with notable antimicrobial and antifungal properties. While it may not be as aggressive as tea tree oil against malassezia, it still helps create a healthier scalp environment. Third, the simple act of massaging the oil into your scalp can help loosen and remove existing flakes. The method is simple. Warm a few tablespoons of oil, gently massage it into your scalp for 10 minutes, leave it on for at least another 30 minutes, or even overnight for a deep treatment, and then wash it out thoroughly with a mild shampoo. For some with very oily scalps, a pure oil treatment might feel too heavy, so it is about listening to your own body's response. Then there is aloe vera, the succulent plant known for its incredible soothing properties. If your primary complaint is the relentless itching and inflammation, aloe vera can be a godsend. The gel from the aloe plant contains compounds that are anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial. It provides a cooling, calming sensation that can break the itch-scratch cycle, which itself damages the scalp and worsens flaking. Before your shower, simply extract the fresh gel from an aloe leaf, or use a pure, store-bought gel, and apply it directly to your scalp. Leave it on for 20 to 30 minutes, and then rinse and shampoo as usual. It is nature's own cortisone cream, gentle and profoundly effective. Let us not forget the humble apple cider vinegar, a staple of natural medicine cabinets. The logic behind apple cider vinegar is twofold. First, it helps to correct the pH balance of your scalp. A healthy scalp has a slightly acidic pH, which acts as a barrier against pathogens. The fermentation process that creates apple cider vinegar gives it a low pH, and applying it can help restore this protective acid mantle. Second, its acetic acid content is thought to discourage the growth of fungus and yeast. To use it, create a rinse by mixing equal parts raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar and water. After you have shampooed and rinsed your hair, pour this mixture over your scalp, massaging it in gently. Let it sit for a few minutes, then rinse thoroughly. Be careful to avoid getting it in your eyes, and be prepared for the distinct, pungent smell, which typically dissipates once your hair is dry. Another fascinating kitchen remedy is garlic. Now, I can already sense the hesitation. The smell. But hear me out. Garlic is a powerhouse of allicin, a compound with formidable antifungal and antimicrobial properties. For a potent treatment, you can crush a few cloves of garlic to release the allicin, mix it with a little honey or coconut oil to create a paste, and apply it to your scalp for 15 to 20 minutes before washing it out thoroughly. The honey adds its own antibacterial and moisturizing benefits. Yes, the odor is a concern, but a good shampooing afterwards, perhaps with a scented conditioner on the lengths of your hair, can manage it. This is for those dealing with a stubborn, fungal-heavy case of dandruff. And we must pay homage to the simple, yet profound, neem tree, revered in Ayurvedic tradition for thousands of years. Every part of the neem tree is bitter and packed with bioactive compounds, but it is the leaves and oil that are most used for skin conditions. Neem has powerful antifungal, antibacterial, and anti-inflammatory properties, making it an almost perfect, holistic weapon against dandruff. You can make a paste by grinding fresh neem leaves with a little water and applying it as a pre-shampoo mask. Alternatively, you can add a few teaspoons of neem oil to a carrier oil like coconut or olive oil and use it for a scalp massage. The bitterness of neem is a small price to pay for its remarkable therapeutic effects. Beyond these specific ingredient-based treatments, we must talk about the foundational practices, the daily habits that form the bedrock of a healthy scalp. It starts with how you wash your hair. The frequency of shampooing is not a one-size-fits-all rule. For some with oilier scalps, daily washing may be necessary to prevent the buildup of oil and yeast. For others with drier scalps, washing too frequently can strip away protective natural oils, exacerbating dryness and flaking. You must experiment to find the rhythm that works for your scalp. The technique of shampooing is equally critical. The focus should be on the scalp, not the hair. Use your fingertips, not your nails, to gently massage the shampoo into your scalp. This stimulates blood circulation, helps to loosen dead skin cells and flakes, and ensures the active ingredients reach where they are needed. Rinsing is another often overlooked step. Incomplete rinsing can leave behind shampoo and conditioner residue, which can itself build up, irritate the scalp, and become a feeding ground for microbes. Rinse for longer than you think is necessary. Let's talk about diet. The skin is a reflection of your internal health. A diet high in sugar, refined carbohydrates, and unhealthy fats can promote inflammation throughout the body, including the scalp. It can also alter the composition of your sebum, potentially making it a more appealing food source for the Malassezia fungus. Incorporating foods rich in B vitamins, zinc, and omega-3 fatty acids can be incredibly beneficial. B vitamins, particularly B6, B12, and biotin, are essential for skin cell health and renewal. You can find them in whole grains, eggs, lean meats, and legumes. Zinc is a mineral that regulates oil production and helps with the healing of tissues. It is abundant in nuts, seeds, and shellfish. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in fatty fish like salmon, as well as in flax seeds and walnuts, are powerfully anti-inflammatory and can help modulate the body's inflammatory response. Do not underestimate the power of hydration either. Drinking ample water is crucial for maintaining skin hydration from the inside out. And then there is stress, the silent agitator of so many modern ailments. Stress can wreak havoc on your hormonal balance, which in turn can increase sebum production. It also directly suppresses the immune system, potentially making you more reactive to the Malassezia fungus. Incorporating stress management techniques is not a luxury, it is a necessity for scalp health. This could be a daily 15-minute walk in nature, a meditation practice, deep breathing exercises, or yoga. Finding a healthy outlet for your stress is as important as any topical treatment you will apply. A crucial part of this journey is knowing when the battle requires reinforcements. Home treatments are powerful, but they have their limits. If you have tried consistent home care for several weeks and see no improvement, or if your symptoms are severe, if the itching is unbearable, if the scaling is thick and yellow, if there is redness, bleeding, or if the dandruff is spreading to your face, ears, or chest, it is time to consult a dermatologist. You may be dealing with a more severe form of seborrheic dermatitis, or perhaps another condition altogether, such as psoriasis or a significant fungal infection that requires prescription-strength antifungal shampoos, corticosteroid lotions, or other targeted medications. There is no shame in seeking professional help, it is a sign of wisdom. So, my friends, as we draw this discussion to a close, I want you to see your scalp not as a problem to be defeated, but as an ecosystem to be nurtured. The journey to a flake-free, comfortable scalp is a journey of understanding, patience, and consistent care. It is about listening to the signals your body is sending you. Is it dryness? Is it oiliness? Is it inflammation? Your response should be tailored, gentle, and persistent. You now possess a toolkit of knowledge. You have the antifungal prowess of tea tree oil and garlic, the soothing moisture of coconut oil and aloe vera, the pH balancing power of apple cider vinegar, and the holistic strength of neem. You understand the critical importance of your washing technique, your dietary choices, and your management of stress. This is a comprehensive, holistic approach to health that starts at the very crown of your head. But knowledge is only powerful when it is shared. The frustration of dandruff is a silent one for many, a source of unnecessary embarrassment. By sharing this information, you can be the person who helps a friend, a family member, or a colleague find their own path to relief. If this speech has been valuable to you, if it has given you hope and a clear plan of action, I urge you to subscribe to our channel, to like this presentation, and most importantly, to share it widely. Let us break the silence around this common condition. Let us create a community of support and shared wisdom. Let us ensure that everyone who is tired of those white flakes on their dark shirts knows that solutions are within their reach, that comfort is possible, and that the journey to a healthier scalp begins right at home. Thank you for your time, for your commitment to your health, and for being a part of this vital conversation. Go forth with confidence, and take care of the skin you're in, from head to toe.